everyone, today I wanted to talk about why I got involved in dog fostering and dog foster care and volunteering for a rescue group and all that. Basically, I just wanted to give you a kind of like an overview of how I started getting into this and like why I chose to do it. So basically, this is I'll just kind of start from the beginning. We got our first pit bull, Emma, from the Humane Society in 2013 November. I was pregnant, like 6 months pregnant when we got her, and I just had puppy fever. Our older husky had died and I just really needed a puppy. I was really sad without him and I just really wanted a puppy because I had never had my own little puppy. So we went to the Humane Society, and after searching for a while, honestly, like we had been looking, and I wanted a baby. I wanted a baby puppy. Like that's honestly what I wanted. I don't feel that bad about it. I've always wanted a puppy. So we ended up getting her at the Humane Society on a Friday or Saturday, I'm not positive. And I just saw her. She was orange, she was little. She's exactly what I wanted, though we thought she was a boy at first because she had a weird name like Mellow, and I guess I just thought Mellow was Melon. I don't know, and I thought it was a boy's name, but she was a girl. We'd honestly been looking for a male dog because I'd only ever had male pets, but honestly getting a female dog was the best decision I ever made. I love her so much. And regardless of her being, that's kind of off on a different tangent on how we got her, but we picked her up. She ended up being a pit bull. I loved her so much. She was so nice and great, and we took her to training. And so basically what happened is she wanted a friend. We ended up getting a second dog like probably like 9 or 10 months after we had her. And then I just kind of felt like I was online, I was looking, and there was all these dogs in shelters and stuff, and I had no idea that that was really that big of a homeless dog population where I lived. I had no idea. I had never been to shelters. Like I never really thought about getting a dog because until we looked for Emma, like my husband had a dog when we got together and he didn't really like other dogs. So I never really thought of looking for a dog. And I had never been in a position to have my own dog. So once we did get her and she did really want a friend, we ended up getting a friend. And that's when I was on the Facebook and I was everywhere and I was seeing all these homeless animals, and I was like, what else can we do for dogs? Because all these homeless dogs that need a home is really making me sad. And then I found out a lot of dogs end up getting put down because there's just too big of a homeless population, and there's a lot of, honestly, like the biggest problem breed in our area is like pit bull type dogs, because there's just so many of them that are homeless because of overbreeding, and people don't know like anything about getting a dog, so they just abandon them, and that's like the most common one in our area, I guess. And you know, they're very misunderstood, so that's like the biggest problem, is like they get a bad rep, but they're really great dogs. They're just like any other dog. No, thank you. And what was I saying? They're basically just like any other dog, but they get a bad rep, so there's a lot of homeless ones from backyard breeders and all that situation where, oh, adopt don't shop could be a whole nother video for me, honestly. Like, and I may make that video again eventually, but really the situation was there was a lot of pit bulls. So I found out that in our area there was a really great pit bull type dog, pit bull mixes, whatever, pit bull looking dog rescue, and I thought that's, maybe we can get involved with that. So we ended up signing up to be a foster family for them. They do a home visit for every adoption. They do a home visit when you decide to be a foster. It was the best possible fit for us because that's the type of dogs we have. We had a pit bull and a pit bull mix, and we thought, you know, this fits right in. So we ended up getting our first foster, and luckily I have really great dogs of my own that make it easy to foster other dogs because they pretty much will like anybody. I mean, not some of the fosters I've had haven't liked every other dog, but they've liked my dog. So I always meet the foster dog first, which is something you can definitely do if you want to foster a dog. If you don't want to foster puppies, you can foster only puppies as well. Like you pretty much, it's your say. You don't have to take a dog that you don't want. You can take any type of dog. There's some people who have been in a situation where they can take crate rest dogs, dogs that need to recover from something that don't really work out in the pound. There is a lot of that type of animal out there that needs a foster home to recover in. Like maybe they had a skin issue, maybe they were hit by a car and they had surgery on their leg, or they had to have it amputated, and it would be nice for them to recover somewhere that wasn't filled with infection and a million things going on in a stressful situation that does not promote healing. Because to be honest, like shelters are stressful for dogs. Like imagine having to live in a cage all day and not have as much freedom, not living in a home. And being in a foster home for dogs is great because it prepares them for the life that they're going to have. This may be kind of a rambly video if you haven't noticed. I just think it's really great to take a dog out of an environment that may not be ideal and put it in a situation that's going to prepare it for the best life possible. And I definitely think that fostering, you need a good group to do it for that has leadership and someone to guide you and someone to help. And you know, they provide the food, they provide the crate, they provide the vet care, so you're not spending your money except for like driving it around to adoption events and stuff. And you can really learn what is the best way to do this, and you can learn how to take care of dogs, and you're gonna gain a lot of information. And the main reason I'm making this video is just why, because pit bulls are very misunderstood. They are great dogs. They are a dog. I mean, every dog has different abilities and different like quirks and different like how they are behaviors. Like there's herding dogs that herd sheep and children, and yeah, and then there's dogs that get a bad reputation. There's dogs that are little, and there's all types of tailored rescues. But for me, I wanted to help rescue the dog that has the most need, especially in our area and in probably most areas of this USA country that we live in. This is the most needed helped dog because there is a lot of them. Most of them are mutts. It gets a bad reputation just from having a certain head shape, and they need a lot of help. Luckily in our community, a lot of people see how great these are, and regular people just like us get the dogs, and it's not all criminals who adopt these types of dogs. They're really great family dogs. One of the main reasons that fostering is amazing for me is because that I can help more dogs by fostering than I can by adopting, because I have 3 dogs now. We adopted one of our fosters. I think we've had about 20 fosters, and we have 3. So that's like 3 out of 23-ish dogs that we've had. And obviously no one can have 20, well, maybe somebody can, not me. I cannot have 23 dogs at one time. We usually, right now we have 4 dogs. We've had 5. That's the most dogs I've had. Oh, be careful. Emma's running around with a toy now. But 5 dogs is the most dogs we've had at one time. And I just think that fostering, this is my point, you can help more dogs than you can by adopting alone, because you can help more dogs this way. I don't know how, we've been doing this for about almost 3 years, pretty much continuously. You can also foster if you don't know if a dog is for you permanently, and it's a good like temporary solution into easing your way into having a dog. Also, getting the dogs out of the shelter, like I mentioned before, is just vital, because some dogs do not do well there, and if they're there for a long time, they may lose their mind. It happens. Like some dogs just don't make it there as long as others. Like after maybe 6 months, they might start to lose their mind and go crazy, and they need out. So helping dogs, fostering dogs from maybe like the dog warden or something, is a great way to get them out of an environment that's just not ideal long-term for any animal. Basically, there's just an overabundance of breeding, and hopefully with education that will end, because people don't need to be breeding these dogs. They don't need to be breeding these dogs. Like, people do a lot of backyard breeding because they can make money, and really it's wrong, and that's really a whole nother topic. But basically, since there is a need and pit bulls are just so abundant, that's why I like fostering. Basically, I just wanted to spread my reasons for fostering. It's been really rewarding. I've met a lot of nice people. I've met a lot of dogs and got a lot of more experience with training the dogs. We have a training group that we can take our fosters to, which also helps prepare them for adoption. And it's just really fun. And I think that getting to be around a lot of dogs is always enjoyable. There's always someone to love. All the dogs I've met first, unless they're a puppy, and they've all been good. They've all got along with my dogs, and they've all gotten along with my kid, which is important to me too, since I have a 3-year-old. It's kind of just something I plan on doing for a really long time. Yeah, I just wanted to share kind of my why I foster. I know this is probably kind of a long rambly video, but also if you want to know kind of about more of my like experiences with fostering, like what it's like and like what my schedule is and all that type of thing, I could make another video if people are interested in that. I don't know if people are going to watch this or not, but yeah, I just wanted to share kind of like my why and how much I love my pets is like my main reason for this. And I know that some people love the dogs that have been adopted that I foster, so it's been great. And I just wanted to share like my love for pit bulls on this channel and why they mean so much to me, and hopefully you enjoyed kind of hearing my why. So yeah, I'll see you guys in another video another day. Bye.